Witnessing a funeral procession can often be a sobering experience. As the lead car passes by, you may notice the flashing lights atop the black car and white flags on each side of the vehicle. The following vehicle is the hearse, which carries the body to its final resting place. The family brings up the final pieces of the caravan, each car flashing emergency lights to warn oncoming traffic that the procession expects understanding. Traffic is expected to stop and wait for the funeral party to pass as they make their way to the cemetery. Depending on the size of the funeral, authorities may be present to divert the flow of traffic away from the procession. This is especially utilized during services of military members. During the 19th century, funeral processions were conducted in a similar manner. When a family member died, the funeral visitation often took place in the home of the deceased. The coffin sat in the home, most commonly in the parlor, so that visitors could view the body and say their last goodbyes. If the funeral took place in a church or a funeral parlor, the family and friends would gather to honor the dead. After the visitation, the lid of the coffin was closed and loaded into a hearse, much like this one. The family and friends of the deceased would then process behind the hearse in carriage or on foot, and it might take quite some time to reach the cemetery. The hearse was pulled by 2 horses, the colors of which specified the age of the deceased. If the individual was an adult, black horses were selected for the event. Children and infants, on the other hand, were pulled with white horses or ponies to symbolize innocence and purity. White horses were also used for significant political figures. Hearses originated in the 17th century with simple horse-drawn carriages. However, the concept evolved quickly into the more intricate designs. Hearses were draped in black lace and shrouds, and meaningful scrollwork and carvings were added. Velvet also lined the insides of some carriages for extra opulence. Horses may have also been draped in black lace, and in some cases wore feathered plumes or false tails to add to their solid black or pure white appearance. As motorized vehicles entered the market, the use of wooden, horse-drawn hearses became a less common occurrence. Funeral vehicles were made long enough for a coffin or casket, and even equipped with special features significant to the trade. Stained glass windows and funeral home company names were added to the vehicle for aesthetic appeal. Modern vehicles follow a uniform design, but can be customized to fit the buyer's preference. Cadillac and Lincoln are the most prominent hearse producers, but other companies such as Jaguar, Chevrolet, Mercedes, Buick, and Chrysler also provide funeral vehicles.